We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So here's Oklahoma City starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for Boston, down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Two great rebounding teams in this one, Stan. It may come down to grit and determination.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to see some aggressive putbacks, battles for loose balls. It's going to become a test of strength, positioning, and just all-out hustle.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Brown. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Over in the corner, Williams. From the wing. And Tatum pulls it down.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's White missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Williams with another miss. Williams has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Holmgren. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter. And we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
And that one falls for White. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
For 3, Holmgren. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Here's Kata. No good on that one. Great D that time from Hartenstein. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And he makes that one.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in that.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now, here's Holmgren. And stolen by Tatum. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And that makes it a tie ball game. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Left side, Williams. Pass to Dort. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's White. The kick out to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Pass to Hauser. White, a screen on Dort. Outside Tatum. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Look, that's a coach's nightmare. Your player has an easy chance to score and blows it by trying to do too much. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Back to SGA. That one falls.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Boston is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. White looking around. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Holmgren outside. Pass to Dort. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot over White. And there's SGA on the assist by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. Boston trailing. Outside, White. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Hartenstein. Still yet to score. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Now here's Tatum. They set the pick to the inside. Tatum in a strong finish with 2 hands.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Celtics making a change here. Garza's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. SGA against White. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Out to Wallace. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You see the quarter where it is from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Now here's SGA. 6 points for him, and it goes down 2 points.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Found with it, Wallace covering. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
It's White on the wing. SGA defending. Here's Brown. 4 on the shot clock. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. Again, the Thunder score.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
On the wing, Brown. Covered by Joe. And it's Brown missing. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Garza pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's White. It's Brown on the wing. Over Joe. Boston again missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Williams. He has 5. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Here's Williams following the basket by Derek White. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Celtics trail by 4. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to White. Shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's 7 points for Derek White.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Williams inside. Rebound, Boston. Pass to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Williams sends a screen for Wallace. And the 3 ball is good. Wallace has got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brown. Out to the wing. Pass to White. They set the pick from deep. Rebound by Williams. Now Joe inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Wallace is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Joe in at the 2. Here's Tatum after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Richard with the ball. Austin needs to get off a shot. Tatum's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 7. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Mitchell looking it over. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Wallace.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
No good there. Wiggins with some nice D. The Thunder shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Mitchell dishes to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. A three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 10. To the right side. Richard finds Tatum. To the paint. Here's Walsh. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 8. And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
To the middle, and stolen by Wiggins. Wallace down low. Gonzalez on him. Mitchell kicks to Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Several teams changing it up here. Substitution on the court. Here's Bassett. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. And they double up Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bounce pass Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander against Pritchard. SGA passes to Holmgren. Good on the shot. Holmgren's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Tatum. He has 6. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Williams, he's checked in for Wiggins. And he sinks the second.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Holmgren's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Tatum. Pass to Joe. Now Holmgren. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, from the moment he entered the league, Tatum's shown so many different moves. A polished offensive force.
Tatum at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Sam Hauser's checked in for Boston. The Thunder also changing it up. Wiggins is checked in for Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Isaiah Joe. Good on both. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Wiggins outside. Outside Williams. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. Pass to SGA. Offline with his 3. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum on the wing. Back to Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Thunder have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Celtics trail by 10. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
All right, fans, here comes Celtics Entertainment. Let them hear it.
Austin making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Mitchell. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hauser misses.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Hauser. Here's Tatum. To the paint. And Keita gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
SGA surveying the defense. Holmgren outside. Pass to Dort. And here is Williams. No good from outside. Now Hauser. Down low. Holmgren with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen on White. Here's SGA. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Back to White. There's the three. Hauser misses. The Thunder leading by 12. Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Outside Tatum. Busted. No good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on White. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein at the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. Pritchard, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Mitchell, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 16-point game. Brown against Dort. Pass to Hauser. This one for three. Kata, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And the Celtics with possession here after Oklahoma City gets the three. Pocket two. There's Brown with the three. That one, no good. Nice defense from Dort to the inside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Williams, and the Thunder another three.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Now here's White. 7 points in the game. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Now White, after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. White against Mitchell. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City leading by 20. Back to Dort. Pass to Williams. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Dort. Dort against Brown. Outside, White. They could use a bucket. A shot off that time. From deep three-point land. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Oklahoma City controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Celtics trail by 20. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's the Boston Five.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Williams. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here's White. Pass to Tatum. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, stolen by Tatum. Here's Hauser. No good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the middle. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Tatum looking around. Here's Keita. He's defended by Hartenstein. Over in the corner, White. No good on the three. The Thunder leading by 22. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. To the inside. Now Hauser. Still without a basket. Pass to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holmgren with the steal. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Williams. Outside Tatum. Over Hartenstein. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 14.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Holmgren. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
White dishes to Tatum. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Now wait.
Ball.
The Thunder leading by 20. SGA kicks to Dort. Back to SGA. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dort. They get it back. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Your Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Hauser. Nothing on the board. Brown the pass to Queta, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Dort kicks to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Blasting to the shoot. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now, here's Holmgren. 12 points for him. SGA double team. Holmgren finds Williams. Dort with a screen for Williams. Clock at 4. Dort misses. Celtics trail by 18. Brown outside. Another shot. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Plays like that make the coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Nobody near Williams. And he's good on the three ball. Williams has got 16 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 14. Top of the key jumper, no good. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Crafty move. Rebounded by the Celtics. Queta's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. SGA's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
And here's Tatum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Tatum, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Tatum's got 16 points.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 18. Outside, Dort for 3. The offensive rebound. And he can't jam it through.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
Pass to Hauser. Brown outside. Good on the triple. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Holmgren outside. Down low. It's stolen. SGA with the steal. Williams passes to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
So both teams making some changes here. That free throw good from Brown. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's Brown, following the score by Oklahoma City. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Gonzalez, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Wallace. 10 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wallace has got 12.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Shireman. Still scoreless. Pritchard passes to Garza. Excellent D there from Williams. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams, a screen on Pritchard. And it's Mitchell missing. Celtics trail by 16. To the left wing. Pritchard against Mitchell. Pritchard passes to Garza. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires from 14. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Boston's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the shot goes down. Gonzalez has got his first points in this one.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And the Thunder with the possession here. After the basket by Boston. Williams a screen. Wallace kicks to Williams. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Williams has got his second basket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Here's Joe. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 18. 34 seconds left to play in the third. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Thunder leading by 18. Now here's Wallace. He's got 12. Pass to Williams. The three connects from three-point range. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Thunder shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Holmgren is out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. Tatum down low. Defended by Holmgren.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
First team foul. At the line for two, Jason Tatum.
And that one falls for Tatum. That one is no good. The Thunder leading by 23. Wallace dishes to Mitchell. Back to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Now here's Tatum. Off target on the 15-footer. It's Joe on the wing, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Tatum against Holmgren. Pass to Garza. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Now, here's Holmgren. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
The skill from Holmgren is something to behold.
There's a good screen. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. It's Joe on the wing. Pritchard against Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Puts up a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Gonzalez against Wallace. Gonzalez passes to Tatum. Here's Garza. And he makes the 8-footer. Garza's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Here they come, it's Celtics Entertainment.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. Here's SGA. Wiggins, a screen on Pritchard. 5 to shoot. Pass to Joe. From outside, off the mark. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tatum, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Tatum's got 19 points.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Inside and taken away by Brown. Tatum no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Shireman. Outside Tatum. Drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got 10 points in just the second half.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
Wiggins sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. And that time, also a missed shot. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Brown. To the middle. Tatum draws the double. Here's Shireman. And the shot falls short this time. The Thunder leading by 17. Holmgren at the elbow. To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Shireman. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. The tray. Here's Shireman. Rebound by Wallace. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Holmgren's got 7 points for the quarter.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Brown outside. Pass to Garza. Boston again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. Back to Wallace. Launches it. That's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got his 9th assist in the game now. Boston shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. There's the pick. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Pritchard. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pritchard with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. To the paint. Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Wallace finds Joe. Back to Wallace. Now here's Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Misses the three. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Pass to Pritchard. Over in the corner, Brown. Pritchard sets a screen for Brown. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. And that'll be his third foul so far. Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in. And Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Now here's White. Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Brown. The putback. It's good on the putback. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Right side, Tatum for the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Right side, Williams. Outside, Dort. Williams, a screen on Brown. Pass to SGA. And Boston with the rebound. Kata's got 9 rebounds now tonight. They set the screen. Here's White. Brown against Dort. Brown outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lets it go with the three. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Holmgren's got 26.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Back to White. To halt the run. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Showing good vision. Finds an open teammate out on the perimeter.
Brown outside. Back to White. Pass to Hauser. Up top, Tatum. defended by Holmgren. Tatum passes to White. That three off the mark. Oklahoma City has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And he's good on the first of 3. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Carlson's checked in. Kenrich Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Dort. And he's good on the second. And he nails. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. And he jams it with authority.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now here's Tatum.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. SGA on the wing. White covering to the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now here's Tatum. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That one's not going to go. SGA with the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you.